What's good, everybody? Welcome to episode 9 of the Panther Nation podcast. We are back with the OTA wrap up. Got started a little bit early today since the finals is on. We want to go ahead and get it cracking pretty early tonight. So there's obviously nobody going to be on until a little bit later, but we'll go ahead and get started. You can catch up on the replay or whatever. But I'm Rashad,
and I'm David.
And like I said, we're back at it with the OTA wrap ups. Low key, there's a lot to talk about this week. One second, sir. Before we do that,
we got a little bit of time, right?
Before we do that, I just want to, yes, sir.
Look at God. Look at God. Look at
yes,
that.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Curtis.
Yes, sir.
Don't you want to ride to Rhode Island, man?
Nice. Hey, I was halfway. I'm halfway there.
8 hours away.
Let me know if you come back to the district. Before you check this one out though. Yes. Question. Yes, in honor of him coming to practice next week.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I thought it was this week. I thought he gets to go.
Oh, I'm sorry, this week. Yeah, this week. My bad.
Definitely this week.
Definitely this week. But yeah, got that. I got a couple others too. I got a Bradbury. I got a Khalil. I got a Turner. I got a Pep. Well, I got your Peppers, your McCaffrey, your Samuel.
All right, I got my triple threat.
Yeah, you got yours. I'm putting in another order before our training camp too. I'm probably gonna grab. I gotta grab some other ones I had that weren't as good. I gotta grab like a CJ, a KB, a Khalil, a Ryan Khalil. I think that's it. But yeah, I gotta. Oh, and a Stewart. I gotta grab another Stewart because might be a wrap for this guy. Not in the coming soon.
Yeah, about a year.
Yeah. So anyway, let's hop on to what happened this week at last week, last couple of days of OTAs. Crazy thing, Bradbury was back the next day after fracturing his wrist, which is we had a helmet. I don't think he did anything too crazy. But it's surprising just to see him back. He had a cast on. You get a chance to see that?
Yeah, I saw him. Like as soon as right after the next day after we got off the air, I saw him freaking in a cast, and I'm like, right. He said, "Nah, I'm not losing my starting spot for nobody."
Yeah, well, I don't think that was happening anyway. And they said he'd be back by training camp, and they said he had potential to return to practice this week. Well, I'm sorry, this past week when he did, but it was crazy just to see him pop back that quick, which is cool. There wasn't much to happen. That I guess that was highlighted this week anyway. But they said a couple things about Jeremy. It said Jeremy Cash put on some weight, and Teddy Williams was taking the reps at number 1 corner. So that's good for him because he's one of those guys that was on the hot seat, with the corner depth. So good to see him get some reps. That's kind of what happens when injuries occur. People get to step up. What else happened? They said Russell Shepard is standing out. He's looking good. Another crazy thing, Shaq Thompson was covering Russell Shepard down the field, like way down the field. So it's impressive that Shaq is able to cover these receivers like that downfield. Very impressed by that. I think that's all I really had as far as highlights from week 3 of OTAs. Anything I missed? Anything you got?
Nah, I mean we can probably segue into who was the most impressive during this OTA period.
Yeah.
But with regards to Shaq covering Russell Shepard, they're probably going to use that man in safety way more because of that. Because they could probably use him as a line, or they could put him at linebacker and have him take on a wide receiver and have some crazy coverages going on.
Yeah, I think that nickel, the ability to not play a smaller cornerback at nickel and being able to play Shaq there is going to be key, especially with nowadays with those tight ends, those your Gronks, your your Travis Kelce's, your OJ Howards of the world. Those guys are quick, and they're hard to cover with a smaller nickel corner. So with the ability of Shaq to be versatile like that, it's going to be big. And I saw an article about that too, about us crafting our defense to hang with the Patriots. I don't know. Did you get a chance to see that? I didn't get a chance to read it, but I saw it. Briefly
I didn't
saw
read it.
report.
I didn't see it, but I know I'm not shocked by it because, NFL's a copycat league. And that's who we're probably, if we do get to the Super Bowl this year, I'm not trying to make any crazy predictions, but if we do
no bold prediction, man?
Not yet. We're going to play the Patriots in the 4th week of the season, so we'll have a better gist anyway. But if we do get there, it's probably going to be them. That's going to be on the other side in the AFC. So typically you go after the king. Right now they're the kings of the league, whether we like it or not.
Facts, and they got better too. So
yeah,
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun one, week 4. So that's, like you said, let's go ahead and segue into your biggest surprise from the entire OTA period. We're just gonna kind of wrap it all up as far as OTA goes. Who is your biggest surprise? I got 2, but I'll let you go ahead and go.
One's obvious, Curtis Samuel.
I left him off my list, but go ahead.
Okay. A lot of folks have been saying Curtis, and the other guy is Dean Marlowe. Dean Marlowe has been pretty good in OTAs. He's been getting a lot of props during OTAs, which is encouraging because we've been talking about how we were so concerned about the safety position. So it was good to see that Dean Marlowe was getting a lot of praise. And the big thing about Curtis Samuel is his speed. I think even the coaching staff underestimated how fast he really is.
Yeah, we'll talk about a little bit more about Curtis later. I don't know if you had a chance to read that article about Curtis in reference to his speed, but we'll touch on that a little bit later. But yeah, so are you finished with your
Yeah, those are my 2. You can give me 2. Those are my 2.
Biggest surprise, I guess, my standouts from OTA. I'm gonna go a little bit different. I'm gonna go Austin Duke, wide receiver Austin Duke. I don't think he's gonna make the team, but I think he was impressive. I mean, every week they were saying Austin Duke making plays, Austin Duke making plays, Austin Duke making plays, local guy. So I'm gonna go with biggest surprise. I'm gonna go Austin Duke, wide receiver, local guy from UNC Charlotte, and I'm gonna go with Taylor Moton. I think he was impressive. Again, showing versatility, and we'll get into this a little bit later. But with the happenings of Michael Oher, I think he's going to maybe get an opportunity to compete to start. So I'm impressed with him being talked about amongst rookies, like Curtis Samuel and McCaffrey. He's kind of getting a little bit of buzz out there too. So those are my 2 biggest surprises, Austin Duke and Taylor Moton.
So Austin Duke's interesting because, of course, he picked the worst year.
Yeah, he picked a terrible year to be nice.
He
picked a terrible year to come to play well.
But if he keeps playing well, stashing him in the practice squad might not be feasible. We might have to.
Explain.
He might have to get on that roster spot, man.
Why you say that? Explain.
Because you know how it goes in the preseason, right? Typically, you have some guy who starts balling in the preseason, and you get afraid to stash him on the squad. Because remember, when you put him on the practice squad, other teams can pick him up. So if he's playing really well, and there's a team that has a drought at the wide receiver position, they might take a chance on him.
They can pick him up, but just to caveat, not to caveat, but just to further explain, they can pick him up. However, they cannot pick him up to put him on their practice squad, and they have to put him on the active roster.
Yep.
So that's a big step. That's a big step to take if you're going to take a chance on somebody's practice squad player. You better be pretty doggone sure that what you got, because you have to put him on the active roster. You can't just pick him up and stash him on your practice squad. So just to elaborate on your point there.
That's fair. I mean, there could be a spot for him.
Could be. I'm just saying. He better be pretty doggone good if you're gonna take him off somebody's practice squad. That's all I'm saying.
Or somebody doesn't stay healthy, or somebody isn't as good as what we think they're gonna be. Somebody gets complacent.
Are you?
I'm not talking about. No, I'm not talking about Kelvin. I'm not talking about Kelvin, guys. Not talking about Kelvin. I'm not talking about Kelvin.
It sounded like you were going somewhere.
No.
I just want to make sure. All right.
I go at him, but I'm not silly. But I'm thinking like you're Charles Johnson or like or Brenson Burson or somebody else. I mean, we're talking about the 5th or the 6th spot on the roster. Like we're not. Slow down.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying. I just wanted you to, because you know how YouTube folks are. I just wanted you to get your point all the way across. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So
Kelvin Benjamin's gonna get benched by Austin Duke. Yep.
Yeah. Hey man, some people you never know.
I know how this internet thing works.
You never know, man. You just got to be clear, man. But all right. So now that you picked Dean Marlowe and Curtis Samuel, I went with a little less obvious. I went Austin Duke and Taylor Moton. So those are our OTA standouts. Let's go to the opposite side. How about who's on the hot seat right now after OTAs? Who do you think is in some serious danger?
Of not making the team?
Let's say not making a team, and then let's say like future impact down the road. Like who? I'm not gonna say not make the team because I got some pretty big names on mine. So I don't know. I don't know about. I'm not gonna say not make the team. Let's say like let's say playing time. Let's say who's gonna be impacted by other folks playing well.
Thomas Davis is gonna be impacted.
I was close to put him on my list, but
Thomas, and I'm not knocking Thomas because I know I'm going to get attacked again. I just think it's a matter that Thomas has been in the league for a very long period of time. They drafted Shaq Thompson to be the next Thomas Davis. He's been balling pretty well in OTA so far. They already said they were going to reduce Thomas Davis's minutes. So yeah, Thomas is going to take a hit because Shaq is playing well.
Yeah, I don't know how neither one of us didn't have Shaq on the surprise OTA list. I guess
we're terrible because it might have been too obvious for both of us.
It might have been too obvious. All right, it might have been too obvious, but he definitely deserves to be up there because every week it was him and seems like Austin Duke. Both of them were in the daggone headlines every week for OTAs. But so I'm gonna throw Shaq in that too because he's been playing well. But any other ones? Any other? Who else is in danger? Do you think? Because I got a bunch of people.
Oh, Burson's
getting. I had Burson on my list.
Yeah, Burson's gone.
Just to rewind, let's rewind a little bit because I had this can kind of parlay into the hot seat. Just wanted to talk about injury report. So I wanted to give a status on our injuries, the status of the team injury wise as we go into minicamp. So just real quick, so we got James Bradbury's wrist. Yep. He's supposed to be back by training camp. Everything's supposed to be well there. Cam Newton rotator cuff. We'll get into a little bit more about him later. He's got a rotator cuff issue. Julius Peppers was on rest, whatever that's supposed to mean. They were resting him. Yeah, he's old. So they decided to sit him for like the last 2 weeks of OTAs. So he rested the last 2 weeks. Brenton Burson's ankle. Charles Johnson had a back. I think he participated, but not much. And Ryan Delaire's knee. Good news is that everybody is supposed to be good by training camp. Still some injuries are going to linger into minicamp this week, but as of right now, everybody's supposed to be healthy for training camp. So we got some big names up there, and let's just hope everybody gets healthy. Okay, so back to the terrible. I forgot about that. I want to get that out the way.
No, that's good.
Yeah. So hot seat. Who you said Thomas Davis because
Shaq.
Shaq, right?
Shaq's been playing well.
Yep. Who else you got?
2 wide receivers.
Burson,
Charles Johnson.
I'll add to that. I'll add KB.
No,
I know, because my bold prediction still stands. I knew you were gonna top on me about that, but
get him internet.
I know, right? So no, I'm not saying KB's gonna lose his starting role or whatever. All I'm saying is when you got guys like Curtis Samuel, you got guys like Funches who they're still exploring on how to use, whatever that means. those guys, if they start playing well, you're going to see a decreased role in Kelvin Benjamin. Not based on what he's doing. I'm just saying, just based off of guys like Curtis Samuel, maybe Austin Duke. You never know. Demir Bird, some of those guys that we have lingering down the roster there, they could step up and find some time, and that could eat into Kelvin Benjamin. So I'm not saying Kelvin's the starter. He's the number one, obviously. But I'm saying if the weight thing lingers and all that other crap, haven't heard anything about it in a while. But I'm just saying there's all these rumblings of all season about him, and apparently he's been working hard. So I'm just saying he could potentially lose playing time to other players if all those issues tend to linger. So everything's good as far as KB, but I'm saying he could be affected. So you had 3 receivers. You had Burson, I had KB, and you had Charles Johnson, the receiver.
Yeah,
Charles Johnson, receiver.
Yeah, because the receiver. So the thing about Charles Johnson and Burson is the fact that they got hurt. And I think this is bad timing for injuries right now, especially because now you're getting these other guys that are new. They're just getting all this shine, and they're looking pretty good. You know, you sign Russell Shepard. It looks like Shepard might end up getting the starting spot if he keeps this up. He's been impressive too. I'm just saying they've been raving about him too, man. I know it's early.
They have, but it's too many. This is good. This is what we want. We want competition. So competition, breeds success. So now, but I definitely don't think. I think Russ has got the 4th wide receiver spot on lock. I mean, the 4th, as in the 4th. He's the next guy up.
Yeah.
So
it'll be interesting. Like the thing about Kelvin, we signed a 5th-year deal, and I said this in a previous episode. I would not be shocked if we cut him after this year. Like if he comes up,
he's not getting cut.
No, I know you won't. I didn't say this season. I said
get him internet.
Year. No.
Internet
next year, 2018. If he underperforms, you think Gettleman, our Gettleman, the Ghetto Master, you think he's gonna pay that guy top 10 wide receiver money if he don't get that 1,200 yards? You think he's gonna get?
I know it. He's gonna get 1,200 yards.
But if he get like 750.
750 he's gonna have to do 750 is Devin Funchess numbers. That's what I expect from Funchess.
Yeah, so if he comes up with Devin Funchess numbers, you think he's gonna pay him top 10 money?
Somebody's gonna have 1,000 yards, and I think it's gonna be KB. And
I have an idea who it might be. It ain't gonna be KB.
Curtis.
It might be Curtis. Man.
Nah, Curtis is gonna have like
he gonna have that 1,000 the hard way, yo. He's gonna have like 100 catches.
He might have the all-purpose. I'll give it to him all-purpose, easy. He'll get 1,000 yards all-purpose because he's gonna be returning kicks too. We'll get into Curtis later, but and we're gonna talk about receivers in depth. And we're gonna have because there's so much to talk about, man. I can't wait till we get to that receivers. There's a lot of dudes, man. There's a lot of guys. That receiver competition is no joke. So let's kind of pull back. Let's save the content, man. Save the content.
We got content, man. We got content for days, months.
We have a lot of good shows coming up. And I'm excited. But all right. So who any other hot seat? Any other seats getting a little lukewarm? I still got a couple more.
I can name Charles Johnson, the other Charles Johnson.
What? Really? Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Expound, please.
They paid Addison that money.
Yeah, they did.
They paid. So I mean, I know Pep's on rest. Don't be shocked if it's Pep and Addison starting. Don't be stunned by it. Just don't be stunned by it. Is what I'm saying.
No, I wouldn't. When we look at our DTs, I don't look at it as a starting. I don't say, hey, these guys. I say these guys are starting, but it's not like a big deal because it's all about rotation, right? I wouldn't be surprised if Pep didn't start and they started. If they started CJ and Addison or some combination of that. I wouldn't.
Addison has to be started with that money he's making. He's getting one of those slots.
But what is starting? The way it's hard to quantify what a starter is because we play so many guys. We rotate in so many guys. So yeah, you might have starters, but it doesn't really matter is what I'm trying to say.
No, it doesn't too much. I mean, unless it's an ego thing for the players, but from the standpoint of, all right, who's going to play the most snaps? It's going to be Addison. It's going to be the guy that got paid the most. They're going to run his
That's fair. Well, snap count. I like that. We'll quantify on snap count. Who's going to get the most snaps? Starter is for the way we play it, the way we rotate guys in and out, I wouldn't put too much stock into starters. I say who gets the most snaps. That's a better way to quantify it, in my opinion. But I got a couple more guys. I got let's see, I got Ryan Delaire. He's definitely, because his injury, he's behind the eight ball a little bit, and that's another defensive end is another position of strength, and he might be odd man out there, so he's got to step up come training camp and mini camp. Hopefully his injuries come together. And I got I'm not gonna say my next one because I think that's a long-term look. I'm not gonna say him because I'll keep him for after training camp, because I don't think he's super hot. I don't think his seat is still kind of, it's cool right now, but it could warm up depending on a couple other things. Next one I got Alex Arma. I think he's with Daryl Young. Or Darrell, which one of them? Darrell, one of them.
Darrell.
Yeah, I think it is Darrell. With him playing, that he got a nice little article write up that we're gonna take a look at. I think because Alex is still learning the position, I don't think we have time for him to catch up. So I think he's definitely on the hot seat. And the obvious one is Michael Oher. He's definitely on the hot seat. I think his seat is burning.
I didn't want to mention Oher.
Yeah, we'll talk about him. Yeah, we're gonna talk about him later. So we won't hop into that now. But his seat is flaming, bro.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
I told you that, man.
Yo, you did. You said it like episode 1 too. I believe you said that from the jump.
Cats can't be in the concussion protocol too long, man.
I didn't think it was this. I didn't think it was that bad though. But we'll get into it later. Let's hold off a little bit. But yeah, his seat is probably the hottest of all right now. Yep. So speaking so those are our hot seat guys. Anybody else you got? Let's kind of tie that one up.
This one isn't. It's gonna get warm. I think my boy Christian McCaffrey is gonna play in the Stewards playing time. I know you don't want to. I know fans don't want to hear it.
No. It's just
it's early because
skip a little.
He hasn't even showed up yet, but I don't think Stu did enough to solidify that he's gonna be the guy. Like if McCaffrey shows out, he might end up losing this starting spot, man.
And I started thinking that too. You know what? I don't want to fast forward too far, but the Darrell Young article that I read made me start thinking about that, because this guy, he was talking about how Mike Tolbert got a chance to play on third down to be a third down back, and I'm like, okay, if this guy comes in on third downs, that pretty much makes Stewart expendable, because he's the other big guy that we can hand the ball to, and McCaffrey can be a third down back as well. I mean, obviously,
he's a 3-down guy.
Yeah, he's a 3-down guy. But what I'm saying is that when you want those tough yards, we don't have to rely on Jonathan Stewart. You can give it to the fullback, which is what we did with Tolbert.
Yep.
But I didn't even think about that. I wasn't even thinking like that at all. But when I read that article, I was like, okay, that makes, and that's why I highlighted that article, because I want that. This is the exact reason. So you segue right into it, perfect. But I completely agree with you on that. That Stewart, we're definitely making him expendable. Yep. And he's not necessarily needed per se. But I'm sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead, man. I Joe Budden.
No, you're good. No, you're good, because you made the valid point. The thing is with Stewart, I think he needed to show a lot, and I don't think he showed enough. And considering that McCaffrey was out because of stupid NCAA rules. Well, I mean, like, you drafted this kid in the top. You drafted this kid in the top 10. You drafted him in the top 10. You don't draft top 10 guys to be sitting on the bench too long.
Oh, I agree.
So
but I think it's unfair to judge Stewart off OTAs though.
But I keep thinking about his salary, man. Even though he redid his deal, I still think about the salary. And even though he will stay on the team, he will be on the team this year. Next year he's gone. Like, I think that's That's pretty much, unless barring injury for McCaffrey, that's a done deal.
I felt like we've been saying that Stewart's gonna be gone for like the past like 4 years.
Yeah, but the thing is,
And he
4 years ago,
restructures his deal every year and finds a way to stay on the roster.
but 4 years ago, we had 2 top 10 paid running backs too. Like we were just happy to get one of them out of there, get D'Angelo off the books. Now that D'Angelo's off the books, Stewart's next in the queue. I mean, we paid Marty overpaid them cats.
Oh yeah, we know that. So, that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, so like I think initially when Gettleman first got there, he was trying to alleviate the running back spot by drafting him later in the rounds, later in the draft. So now we finally said, all right, it's obvious that this running back thing later in the drafts ain't working. All those guys, if Cap doesn't make the team, all those guys that we drafted later be gone, right? Because we traded one of them. We let one of them go because he got hurt the first day. Another one got traded to the Eagles, got sent to the Eagles at one point.
Yep.
Then we got Cap. So like from the standpoint of taking the running backs deep in the draft, we kind of failed in that aspect for the most part.
We were terrible at drafting running backs.
Finally says, all right, I got it. We're gonna take one early. We take one in the first round, and then we take a hybrid in the second. So, oh yeah. Well, Stu's days is in trouble, man. But like you said, it probably isn't fair, but I mean the writing's starting to be on the wall. We're picking up a fullback.
I think it's been on the wall, bro. Yeah. I think it's time. But like I said, reading that article about Darrell Young, he talking about getting the ball on third down. I was like, or short yardage. I was like, okay, all right, I see what's going on here. Like, I was like, all right, this is kind of crazy. But options makes every job that much more important as far as competing. You want to compete, and no position is for sure. So that pretty much takes up the Darrell Young article that I wanted to talk about, because that's pretty much what I wanted to about. So go ahead.
I want to go back to Alex Armour for a second.
Shoot.
If he doesn't make the team and he ends up on the practice squad, would you call it a failure?
Nah, I wouldn't. I'd be.
I asked this question only because we drafted the guy.
Yeah.
And we drafted the guy 6th round, right? 6th round, right? If I remember correctly.
6th round. Yeah.
All right, we drafted the guy in the 6th round. First year, he doesn't make the squad. He ends up on the practice squad.
This is a hard one.
I understand he was there to be a project. I get it.
Yeah.
But
you have drafted a project.
Yes.
So I get that stance. Is it a failure as in, I'm trying to find a way to word it. I know what I want to say, but I don't think I can word it the way I want to say. As a draft, as a 6th round pick, not making a team, yes, that is a failure. Because we've had some pretty solid 6th round picks.
Yes.
And you want those guys to be, you don't want to waste a pick on a project. So yes, 6th round pick, if he doesn't make the team, which I don't think he is, yes, that is a failure. But I'm not going to call him a failure. If that
no,
makes sense.
I'm not going to call him a failure.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
he is not a failure.
I'm questioning the pick because it's not on him.
Yeah,
like he got picked up. He got drafted. I know and I'm pretty sure he was happy that he got drafted. But I question, all right, you're going to take this guy and say we're going to convert him to a fullback. Okay, cool. At first, I was happy about the pick. I was like, yo, we're going to get this fullback. We're about to be smash mouth action. And then we bring in Darrell Young. And I'm like, dang, we're only going to keep one. Unless Darrell's going to try to teach him how to convert. Could it be a smoke screen from the standpoint? Because Darrell had to convert too.
He did.
He played a different position before he went to fullback. I think it was linebacker, if I remember correctly. I read the article, right?
I don't remember from the article, but he did convert.
Yeah, so he converted to fullback. So maybe he might be there to show Alex the way, and then they just cut him loose afterwards.
It'd be nice in an ideal world, it'd be nice to let Darrell play this year, stash Alex, let him learn the whole season, and then have because the guy is a physical specimen. I saw him with my own 2 eyes. Alex is a big boy. That dude's big, 6'2", like these 2'4", these big boy. So it'd be nice. I don't think there ain't too many fullbacks built like Alex. So to answer your question though, as a 6th round pick, yes, I think it is a failure, but I don't. It's ideal for him to go through this process and learn the position. So he is technically not a failure, in my opinion, if he doesn't make the team.
So is he another guy that could get swapped? I doubt it. Nobody's going to be willing to put him on his roster if he doesn't make the team.
Nah. People were questioning why he got drafted in the first place. So I don't think he was on anybody's radar. I think it's one of those things where he reached, and it is what it is. Yep. I think he has the opportunity though to prove himself in years to come, and maybe hindsight, maybe 2-3 years from now, we look back at it and be like, we got to steal. Yep. So I think it might be one of those situations. But yeah, so I agree with you on that. So that wraps up the Darrell Young conversation. That was perfect. That's exactly kind of my sentiments. That was a good conversation. Wasn't expecting to go that route on a fullback or go into that much depth on a fullback, but it was perfect. So let's kind of talk about this Curtis Samuel article, man. I found this thing astonishing. I found out a lot in this article that I didn't realize. People were talking about. So what are your impressions on the article? I'll let you jump first.
He's fast. His hands aren't completely there, but if it does, woof. He's gonna be the guy. He's gonna be our Wes Welker, man. He's gonna be our Julian Edelman. He's the fast guy. He can run his route quickly. He's not going to be the long ball guy, I don't think. I don't think our offense is going to be built that way. He's going to be the guy that catches the slant. You know what I'm saying? That catches the bubble. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him on the field, man. I'm looking forward to that. I think Cam is too.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I was reading an article, and I found out a lot of stuff, man. Crazy thing, I didn't know him and Ted Ginn were the same. They're the same size, height-wise, but I didn't know Curtis was 20 pounds bigger. Yeah, that kind of caught me. I didn't know he was. I know he played running back and all that, but I didn't realize he was that much. Which you know what that means, right? So when he's returning kicks or something, or he's out in the middle of the field, he can take punishment. He's not gonna dance like Ted did. I hated that, man. Ted used to catch the ball and immediately run out of bounds. It's like, bro, come on, man. But he's 20 pounds heavier than Ted Ginn, which is crazy. And another thing was they were saying that they were asking Coach and TD. They were saying that who will win in a foot race, and they were saying that Ted Ginn will, because Ted Ginn he builds up. Ted Ginn will win in the long run. So if they had to run a 40-yard dash, they said that Ted Ginn will win a 40-yard dash. But if it was like a 10-yard dash or something or something quick, they say Curtis will win. He has a quicker burst off the ball than Ted Ginn does. So, like you said, that speaks to that quick slant. It's going to be those quick passes where he's going to catch it and go. I don't think he's a burn. I think he can run fast. He said he can't. He hasn't even hit his top speed. He said he can run a 4.2, which is. I mean, obviously you're gonna overhype yourself a little bit, but he said he hasn't ran as fast as yet. So he said he can probably run a 4.2, or he wants to be in a 4.2 range.
He ran a 4.3 at the combine, right?
He ran a 4.3 at the combine. I think he ran a little bit faster at the pro day. I could be mistaken. I could be making that up. But yeah, he's pretty quick guy. And they're saying he's quicker than he is fast, if that makes sense. He doesn't have the long distance speed, but he has that quick burst. So that's gonna be fun to watch, man. That caught me off guard. I did not know he was 20 pounds heavier than your boy.
A lot of slants, a lot of bubbles, a lot of less than 3 seconds out the less than 2 seconds probably. Yeah. For Cam, if he wants it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun seeing him play next year, man.
Yep, it is. It is. I'm gonna save my bold prediction for him.
Look, man, you're gonna run out of yards.
I know, right? Now, because I told you, Cam gonna be in the 4,500 range. So I got a lot of yards to spread out.
I gotta archive all these predictions of these numbers that you're saying. So
I know.
for the fantasy episode, I'm gonna freaking stack some numbers to you and mess with your head.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. But yeah, I think I'm sticking with my KB 1200. I don't know about Curtis yet. I'm not ready to make a bold prediction on him yet. But
That's too soon.
it's
Gotta
yeah,
make
too
sure you get
soon.
the starting job first.
No, he's gonna get that. Barring any kind of injury, he'll be fine. But yes, that's excited to see Curtis, man. He's gonna be a good, excellent player. Especially him paired up with McCaffrey, is gonna be fun to watch, boy. So Cam had his couple events this weekend. Kicking it with Cam, the kickball tournament, and the kids gala. A couple people that were in attendance for Kicking It with Cam. He had Josh Norman was there, Brandon LaFell was there, Cody Zeller, Frank Kaminsky, Jameis Winston, T.O. They were all there to witness the kickball tournament. And the kids gala was cool. I hope, I wish some of this stuff gets a little bit more publicity than the other stuff, but he did that kids gala, and I didn't realize as much as what that did for the community and whatnot. Because I think that gala, because he has like a bunch of silent auctions and stuff like that, and all that stuff goes towards putting on the kickball tournaments and all the other stuff that he does around the community. So it's good stuff, man. Try to attend one of these. I was gonna go to the kickball tournament, but I went to Myrtle Beach this weekend, so I missed it. But yeah, I was gonna go out there.
Well, interested to see. Well, we know Josh always counts because Josh is from South Carolina. He's Greenwood, South Carolina product. So it's good to see him. I know he misses us.
Yeah, he wants to be a Panther so bad. Still,
I know he misses us.
He won't admit it, but he does.
He got his check.
He got a couple things. He had a couple events in Charlotte. He had the basketball tournament thing, or celebrity basketball. So
I think he still does something in Greenwood too, in his hometown too, if I remember correctly. I got a classmate from the area, and she tells me about some of the stuff that he still does in his hometown.
So what? So speaking of Cam, so there was just before we went on, I think, a couple hours before we went on, they announced that Cam won't be throwing this week at mini camp. Kind of surprising, because it was all the hype that he was going to throw. And then all of a sudden he's not going to throw.
Not worried about it yet. I'll be more nervous if it's training camp.
Yeah, I think it was a thing. I think it was something out there. I think a quote that he said he can't really throw. He can't really throw overhand yet, but he can throw everything underhand. So everything, I guess, underhand he can throw, but doing the whole shoulder movement, he can't do it.
I don't want him throwing.
Yeah, so that's kind of, I don't know. They were saying he was going to throw, and then I guess he did too many kickball pitches, I guess. But I don't know, man. But they say he's still on schedule for training camp, and everything's supposed to be good.
Yeah, so, I'm not nervous unless he doesn't throw at training camp. Well, if they talking that he ain't throwing at training camp, then I'm getting worried. Like, I'm changing my board. I'm getting nervous then.
That's the problem if he's not. I'm still kind of nervous that he's not throwing right now, man. It's kind of scary.
Not yet, because I know the plan. The plan has always been for him to get the ball out quicker anyway. So I don't think he's going to be throwing a long ball like he has in the past, in my opinion. So I'm not too worried about it yet. I'm not going to get nervous till the end of July comes and they're talking about he ain't throwing at training camp. Then I'm going to be like, ooh, now I'm worried. Because he's got to start gaining that chemistry with his guys.
Yeah. That's more so what I'm concerned about.
Yeah. So yeah, he's got to have a little bit of time with his guys. I mean, we know that Cam's the starter, so we're not too concerned about it from that aspect, but we want to make sure that he has the chemistry with his guys. I mean, he's not missing too much without McCaffrey. I mean, Curtis Samuel hurts a little bit, but I mean, we should be okay. I mean,
yeah.
DA will handle the fort for the time being.
Yep. Let's hope Cam will come back better than ever. He'll be good to go.
4,500 yards.
Yeah, that's up there, man. That's bold prediction, man. But so speaking of Christian McCaffrey, he said he's supposed to be joining the team this Thursday. So initially there were reports that he was supposed to join I think Wednesday. But then now they changed it to Thursday. And apparently he's avoiding having fun, whatever that means. I guess he doesn't want to be out there having fun while the other guys are, busting their tails at OTAs and whatnot. So I don't know. That kind of speaks a lot to his character, or whatever. He don't want to be out here on vacation and whatnot while the team is out. Even though he can't, it's not no fault of his own. He can't do anything, but I guess he don't want to gloat. So
he got that lineage, man.
Yeah, no, that definitely helps.
I'm telling you, he's got that NFL lineage.
Definitely helps. So, hey, did you hear about this though? So moving on from Christian McCaffrey, did you hear? So the Jets released Eric Decker, but did you know they reached out to Steve Smith to try to get him out of retirement?
No, that ain't happening.
No, it's not. I wanted to know I wish I could hear what his response was. But they definitely reached out to him, which is pretty funny.
Nah, he ain't going to. If he goes somewhere, it ain't gonna be New York. I'll tell you that.
Nah, he not going nowhere. He retired, man. He's done.
Yeah,
he likes spending time with the family, bro. Can't blame him.
Now he working for NFL Network, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Forgot about that.
He's working for NFL Network. He's from the West Coast, so it makes sense for him to go that far if he wanted to. So he got a gig at the NFL Network.
Yeah.
So, I guess he'd rather do that than get hit anymore. Can't knock him for that.
Yeah,
he had throughout his career.
No, I think he was pretty okay. I think he ended up okay though. He was pretty.
Yeah, he did. No, I'm not doubting it, but still, man, you break your leg, you break your freaking arm. I mean, tore your ACL. I mean, why would you tore your Achilles? Like,
Steve was a soldier, man. Steve was a soldier.
He was, no doubt. But he was probably like, nah, man, we good. I got my money. I showed that I could still play. And the Jets obviously know that he can still play. Why the heck would you want to play for them? They don't even have a quarterback.
Yeah, that's the last place I would want to go. Bro,
I think Decker was probably jumping with joy.
Their team is terrible right now. Like, on paper, it is garbage. They are the worst team in the league on paper.
Cleveland.
That's debatable.
Debatable. Nah, when it's Cleveland, it's never debatable. And I've been waiting for him. I've been waiting for them to make the comeback, but they're in a rough division, so it's going to be very hard for them to do that. Yeah, but the Jets are trash.
Yeah, they're garbage.
It's terrible.
But all right. So moving on from the Jets. So Michael Oher. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. So this guy went on Instagram and posted a picture of 10 prescription bottles. That in the post said, quote, "all for the brain, SMH." So what are your initial thoughts on Michael Oher? We kind of know how you feel already. We know
man.
Episode 1, you pretty much thought that he wasn't going to be around. But go ahead.
I hope for his well-being, though. I hope for his well-being. I don't know. For him to do that, I think he's getting frustrated with the situation right now. And it also tells me that he's not really cleared yet either.
Yeah.
That tells me he's not clear. He isn't cleared to play. Because I know everybody initially was talking like he's in the concussion protocol because of procedural reasons. But that's not the case, man. He's not cleared. Like, you taking all them pills, he's probably not cleared. I just hope it's not a bigger issue. Like, he's not getting addicted to them and things of that nature. So I hope for his well-being.
Well, you know what? We'll find out Tuesday because it's mandatory. So he has to be there. And so I think we'll get a lot more information come Wednesday when those players start filing in. And if he doesn't show up, I mean, because it's mandatory. So either he has to have some kind of medical thing where he won't be cleared and they won't let him practice, or he's a no-show.
Now, I think he'll show up. I don't know if he's going to do anything, but I think he'll show up.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. They said Gettleman flew to Nashville on May 5th to visit him. And I guess Oher followed up with Gettleman for a few days after the lunch meeting, but then the communication stopped from that point on. So that's a little different from what we heard from Rivera, who said they were in communication and they said that we know he was working out and whatnot. So I don't know. It's confusing. This whole thing is kind of weird. It's very weird.
They didn't draft Taylor Moton on accident. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, it's very weird, and I agree. Moton is definitely, and he's proven his worth so far.
Because he might end up starting.
I think Darrell Williams got the edge right now, but I think definitely Moton could definitely be starting the way things are going right now. But hopefully, man, hopefully Oher gets his stuff together, man, because he had such a good story with the blind side, and you hate for his career to end on something crazy, especially he got his court date on July 21st. All this crazy stuff is happening. So what he needs, I think, if he's healthy and if everything's okay, I think he needs to come back and and play well. But if not, and if all this, the pills and all this other crap, because I'm pretty sure a lot of players take painkillers and all that stuff. I'm not saying that's what his stuff was, but all those players be jacked up off pills and stuff. So
yeah, well, he ended up deleting it.
Yeah, he deleted it, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, he deleted that thing quick because I think, but I guess, man, these players don't learn. Once it's on the internet, man, there's no holds barred.
It's not going nowhere. Yeah, but yeah, for his sake, man, either he needs to retire, get his stuff, and that leads me to my next, I guess my next point. If his options, if he retires, he's gonna walk away from $14.5 million, which is left on his deal. So I think that goes into his decision. And if that's the case, there's no way he retires. There's no way he's walking away from that much.
Unless the doctors say he can't play no more, he ain't gonna have a choice then.
That's the injury settlement. That's a little different.
Yeah.
Injury settlement, you get paid, which is the next option. If he decides to get an injury, if the Panthers decide to cut him, which would probably be a likely route, if he says, I guess he can't play, they'll come to some kind of injury settlement. And he'll get like 1.1 to 1.2 million per year over the final 3 years of his contract. So the injury protection benefit in the collective bargaining agreement protects him from that. So he'll get a little bit of money. Yeah, it's pretty. I didn't know that either. But it'll. So if we cut him, he still gets 1.1 to 1.2 million per year for 3 years for his. So he'll get like 3-point-something million to pretty much cut ties, and we'll save 4.5 million against the cap. I think that's more likely to happen than him saying I outright retire. He's not going to walk away from that 14.5 million. It's not happening. You wouldn't, I wouldn't, nobody would.
Nope, sure would not. Don't blame him there.
So I don't expect him to retire, and I expect him to, I mean, if he's healthy and doctors clear him, I expect him to be out there competing. And if he can't go, then I think the Panthers cut him, which is probably more likely, in my opinion.
Yeah, so, it's starting to look like he's gonna get that Kai.
Yeah, he's gonna get cut, man. So I don't know, but I think that what he needs, I think the ideal, for his story to not end on such a somber note, come back and play his tail off, and and kind of end it on a high note.
He's either gonna play his tail off or he's gonna be the next 30 for 30.
Yeah, and we don't, man.
We don't want
the
that.
last thing you want to be on is a 30 for 30. I mean, Jesus.
Well, it
come on,
depends.
man.
There's good ones like
There are
Celtics Lakers tomorrow. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be a great one.
good ones, but geez, most of them seem like they're just the worst documentaries ever. Like, come on, man. But yeah, hopefully, for his health, man. As a Panthers fan, it's kind of selfish. I like him to be out there, but obviously he's gotta do what's best for his health, man. Because at the end of the day, he's got to live with it. And I don't know if he has kids and whatnot, but probably got a family to take care of, and he's got to do what he's got to do. So hopefully everything works out. Because I think for the team, I think it'd be best if he played. But again, it's all about his health and well-being. You don't want to see nobody go out like that. So hopefully everything ends up well with his court dates and all this other crap he has going on. Because it's not looking good right now. He's got a lot going on.
Yeah, he does, man. It's kind of on the realm of ridiculous of how many things he's going through right now.
Yeah, so I think he needs football to kind of take his mind off everything. But I don't know, man. I don't know. So you got anything else?
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good for now.
What's the score looking like for that?
I haven't even looked.
I haven't either.
I gotta check and see what's going on here.
I have not looked either.
Yeah, let's see what. Oh, my app's crashing.
Because is it a wrap? It's a wrap for
Listen, man. They Warriors don't win tonight. It might be serious.
Are they upset watch?
No, they're losing right now. It's 34-33 Cleveland.
Oh wow, that's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's early first quarter.
Kyrie got to drop 40.
Steph just turned the ball over, and look at Deron Williams.
They say every time he scores, the Cavs
undefeated.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Yo, that's crazy, man.
Oh, that's insane.
So I think the Cavs need Kyrie to drop 40.
Wow.
Every night for the rest of the series. But yeah, I think the Warriors take it eventually.
I picked the Warriors at 5, man, and I did that for a reason. Because we already saw after last year, these cats don't have no heart when they get on the ropes. If Cleveland messes around and get them boys on the ropes.
Yeah, because it goes back to Cleveland.
Yeah, man.
That's gonna be.
I'm telling you, like if Cleveland wins tonight, we're gonna see Game 7, man. We're gonna be sitting here seeing Game 7.
That's gonna be great. Yo, that'll be the greatest sport event ever if that happens. Yeah. But anyway, man, we got off topic.
Yeah.
You got anything else, man?
I need some followers, man, before I start tweeting. You need to follow Panther Nation PC.
Yeah. Right. Panther Nation PC on Twitter, Panther Nation Podcast on Facebook. We got a fan page there. Everybody like the channel, man. I think we up to like 170 subscribers. We got 30 more. I think we dropped it to 200. Did we drop to 200?
I don't know if we did or not, but
I don't know, man. And I got an extra. So hold on, man, because I got an extra. We got some viewers. I don't think they saw this, but so I got an extra McCaffrey, and I got an extra Curtis. So we might have to do something with these. If I can get them signed, I might let those go on a giveaway. So got to sub up. Everybody sub up, man. And thanks for watching. Anything else? You good?
Nah, I'm good, man. So
hit us on the socials.
Hit us up on the socials. Champ D1012 is my normal social too. So hit me up. Come bother me. So. Yeah, I tweet. I still tweet. It's more we tweets than tweets nowadays. I try to stay out of trouble nowadays. So, but nah, I still tweet.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna be doing some cool episodes coming up, and look out for the training camp preparation episode. As soon as they drop the dates, we'll do the training camp prep, and we'll do the we're gonna do some stuff live at training camp, so we'll be there. So Everybody sub up, man. We'll holler at y'all later. Everybody keep pounding.
Keep pounding. I'm David, man. Have a good one.
I'm Rashad. Peace out.
All right.